Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be going over a Series 14 update, a new Doctor Who game, as well as a potential rumour about a new Doctor Who spin-off. But before we get into it, if you could do me a teeny tiny little favour and click that subscribe button, it would be very much appreciated. We are trying to get to 20,000 subscribers as quickly as possible, so any support will be greatly appreciated on that front. I also have a Ko-fi. If you'd like to support that, it would really help out the channel, but of course, you don't have to. But with that said, let's get into the video. First things first, To Sparrow, on his CV, it has been noted that Doctor Who is upcoming for him, directed by Mark Tonderay, implying that this actor will be involved in a Series 14 episode. Interestingly, he's also been directed by Tom Kingsley, who I believe directs one of the 60th specials on This Is Going to Hurt. I will say, as useful as this information is, and I'm glad it was found, Doctor Who Production News' reporting on it has been a little bit strange. To Sparrow is a 5'2" Polish-British actor playing an unknown role, apparently in a Doctor Who Christmas special. His size could indicate he's playing anything from a Centauran to an elf to a stand-in for a child. His 3 AM call at Wolf Studios this past Monday is typical of prosthetics. I mean, that's a bit of a leap to make because a guy's 5'2". You know, he could just be, and hear me out on this, a bit short. You know, I'm 5'5", it doesn't make me a Centauran, and I'm pretty sure, wasn't Jenna Coleman like 5'2"? I don't know, just seems a bit of an odd assumption to make to me. Yeah, bit of an odd tweet in my opinion, but anyway, I digress. I'm aware that this past Monday they were supposed to be filming Block 3 with Julianne Robertson, but To Sparrow has Mark Tonderay on his CV, so perhaps it was a studio pickup. Tonderay remains present for the editing process after principal photography, and the editing process is typically when it is discovered that additional scenes are required. Now, interestingly, To Sparrow has worked on Men in Black International in prosthetics. He was like an alien who was done in prosthetics, so perhaps this is going to be a similar case for To Sparrow here, you know, but perhaps as well, due to what Doctor Who Production News said about it being 3 AM, when he was called, that's typically when they do prosthetics things in the early morning before they start filming. So it makes sense to me for him to be doing a similar thing here if he had experience doing that stuff in Men in Black International. Now, there was this rumour that has kind of generated a bit of discussion on Doctor Who Twitter. Disney Who Leaks said this, and I'll once again reiterate that a villain anthology spin-off is happening, each episode based on a separate villain. So this kind of aligns with the sort of rumour we heard from TV Zone, I believe, a while back. Now, and the reason I'm talking about this is that someone elaborated, saying that can confirm, and it's animated, produced by Bad Wolf Studios, but it's going to be a Disney animation team working on it. So that's pretty interesting. I will admit, obviously, I will still watch it. Of course I will. You know, it's Doctor Who at the end of the day. I'm not as excited for this as I would be, you know, a live-action spin-off. However, I guess if this does happen, we should have kind of seen it coming, you know, Disney, animation, the two things go hand in hand, Disney Plus, it does kind of make sense. But I think for this type of show, for a villain anthology series type of show, I think animation makes more sense. You know, I think because you can go a bit more crazy with it, a bit more wacky with it, go a bit more elaborate with it, a bit more high concept, I guess, because obviously there's only so much you can do with a live action budget and you can kind of get a bit more creative. I hope it's like really nice looking and, you know, perhaps like either 2D animated, like a really nice 2D animated show, or, you know, a nice 3D animated one in the vein of something like, I don't know, Clone Wars or something like that. As long as it's not Dreamland level, I think we'll be alright. I do have some reservations about this though, given the same account said that Neil Patrick Harris is playing Susan, and I know the account is just relaying information they heard. However, you know, I just don't believe that that's going to actually happen. But we'll see, you know? Everything's up in the air. Things could be wrong. We'll see what happens. You might not have heard about this. I kind of forgot about it until very recently. But Lost in Time, a new mobile game for Doctor Who, has now officially launched. I might actually stream this later because I figured out a way to stream my phone. So I might actually manage to stream some of this. There was also an update on the Eaglemoss Hero Collector situation. For those of you who aren't aware, Eaglemoss are the little figurines. It has been confirmed through this email. Apparently, this is not news. Apparently, this has been told before, but this is the first time I've heard of it. Master Replicas will be taking over the licenses for Eaglemoss and Hero Collector. which obviously includes Doctor Who. So that's cool. We might be getting some more figurines in the style of the Eaglemoss figures. I collect them quite a bit. They're on a shelf away from me. You can't see them right now, but I can see them. Odd that they decided to use the 2010 logo on the press release for this, given that that hasn't been in use for about 10 years, but hey ho, that's the logo they decided to use. But yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, Eaglemoss and Hero Collector unfortunately went into bankruptcy, so therefore Master Replicas are taking over the IPs and workload of Eaglemoss and Hero Collector, which is very unfortunate and very sad, but at very least we will be getting more figures in that vein, which is always a good thing. More merchandise is always a good thing, and I'll be excited to see what they produce. In other news, it has been suggested that a redacted sequel, or second series, is apparently coming. Doctor Who Redacted Season 2 2023 on the Carissa Hamilton Bannis CV has been basically confirmed, and it'll be produced by James Goss. Carissa is writing one episode, and Juno Dawson remains head writer, which is very cool to see. I haven't finished the first series of Redacted, however, from what I listened to, it was very good. I just forgot to finish it. However, I might finish it in advance of Series 2, but that's pretty cool. Elsewhere in Audioland, we had a new cover for Defender of the Earth, a 10th Doctor Chronicles box set, which looks fantastic, by the way. Huge shout out to @SoundsMythProd for making this artwork. It looks absolutely phenomenal. One of my favourite Big Finish covers in a while. And we also had the announcement that Christopher Eccleston will be returning for more Big Finish audio adventures following his first series of audio adventures. I'll be honest, I only listened to his first one. I wasn't overly impressed, but I imagine they got better. And it's nice to see Christopher Eccleston engaging with the Doctor Who community and fan base in any way that he feels willing to or able to. So yeah, that's always going to be fantastic to see. And you know, maybe I'll try out the next box set. But that's about all I have for you today. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.